the Forex market has been around for a long time, a long time. So IML is not a thing to get in or get out. It's going to give you the ability to operate properly in the Forex market. You can't quit it. It works. It's just telling you what's what. So it's either you're going to do it or not. And I'd rather you not get registered because you're going to quit. And I think a lot of people need to understand not to really register somebody out of desperation or a push, but to really identify with someone and don't be afraid to take it away from them. Because if they get in and they don't do what they're supposed to do, then it's just another bad story on the internet. And you can go further with fewer, because when you register one person right, that leads to 10 to 20 to 50 to 100 people. So you don't need to register everyone, but everyone needs to understand what they're getting into. And so when they do, there's no I'm quitting or whatever. And then when they really love it because they understand it, then they're willing to tell everybody about it, just like anything else they would love. So that's my thought process on it.
Absolutely.
I just want to add to what Shannon was saying. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about, how, and you also have to have in mind like their personality and how they are, because well, if you know them, if you don't know them, then you can kind of fill them out. But also about if they're really going to want to work the Forex market, or if B, they're more into like team building, and let them know how they can make this work for them. Yes, tell them about both angles, the Forex and the this and the that, but if they're really into team building or they have a good social, following or whatever, then show them every single way that they can work the team building aspect. If they are very analytical and they really are into the learning process of Forex, show them how they can win super big with Forex. And then from there, let them know, let that be your testimony to build your team. And then that way people can kind of be empowered in the process and know, because it is a little difficult to do both, to really, really train really hard and really try to grow your team really, really, really fast and really big. So to have them focus on where their strength is will kind of also allow them to see some wins very quickly in the industry.
Absolutely. What was you about to say, Jessica?
Well, I wasn't about to say anything, but I will say, I think one of the things that I have learned in being a part of this business on both sides is, set realistic expectations even for yourself and be consistent in that. I came in, me personally, speaking about myself, I came in wanting to learn. And I feel like my mindset is, once I know and I'm confident in knowing what I know, then building for me is going to be easy. Because once I'm confident in knowing what I know, I can show you what I know. Be confident in it. And just like Shannon said, I have a large network of people, but I'm not interested in going after people that are even skeptical. And I'm not the type of person that's going to argue. So being confident in knowing what you have will also win people. Being confident in knowing what you have and teaching people how to do things the right way and how to celebrate every win, even if you're on demo, celebrate every win. If it's a penny, celebrate it, because just imagine if that lot size was bigger, you just won big. So it's just like setting those realistic expectations and being willing and being confident and bold enough to walk away from somebody that is trying to argue you out of your stance. Walk away.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And so that is so powerful. So I mean, we must get that. We get that, and I promise you, it's going to take us to a whole nother level. And when we know people's strength, and we know what exactly people, that's why first thing when people join, they must identify their 5 reasons why. They must identify their why. And if their why is because they need to get out of debt, or they need money now, or they need to, increase financially sooner than later. And then cool. or I can't afford the monthly, but I really need to create some money or residual income. Boom, boom, boom. All right, you got that. All right, cool. Or you got someone who's saying, hey, I really want to learn how to make this thing work and I can understand it where I can make my money grow. Right? Okay, boom. I just registered. As leaders here, we must identify that. If it sounds like somebody has a why and they want to learn, but it sounds like they're tight and everything is now, okay, well, guess what? That's why we need to go into a route where we need to get, okay, the burden of fear of worrying about the monthly out of the way. And we can say, okay, because if getting, from point one to point A, point one, point two, point A, point B is an initial concern, it's going to really frustrate you from actually learning because you're so worried about the monthly, right? The easiest it could get right now is refer one person. like it can't get any easier than what it is right now, right? And that's refer one person. However, if you're going to learn, and I love how Jessica said it, if you want to learn it. Like, don't be like, hey, I want to learn. And then 2 months later, you ain't even start your demo account.
Right.
Like, okay, so now because I don't believe in babying, right? I'm Jessica, okay, I'm a little aggressive, right? So I'm going thank you, Jess. I'm going to don't tell me, right? Because guess what? It's a pattern, right? That means I gave you a bailout from building because you said, hey, I ain't worried about the monthly. I'm just going to learn. But then a month later, you hadn't even started the demo. So that means really I gave you a bailout on this side. Now what? I ain't going to give you a bailout on this side because now it's really about business. It's really about now, okay, are we just not business minded now? We don't understand future. We just really just playing this, walking this dog right now. We just like, okay, I don't want to do this side because I'm scared or I don't like talking to people. I want to learn this, but yeah, I ain't got time to train. Wait, government just shut down the other day. I had folks calling me like, yo, government just shut down. I'm like, yo, your job ain't faithful. Your job ain't faithful. Now let's run. But I promise you, this should not just be a revelation just because this just happened. Guys, other things can happen in life, and let's run with it. So I just want to make sure so everybody need to make sure they know why exactly they're doing what they're doing, right? Not just because it looks good. It should really have a reason behind it so we can actually go to achieve those goals, and the person who sponsors you can help you get to those goals. That's what I want you guys to get. All right.
It's a basics issue.
It's a basics issue.
The basics. When you look at the almighty Packers and all the years that they won, there was a statement that was said, this is a football. And to tell somebody this is a football who's a professional player is like, man, what are you talking about? It's the basics. See, a lot of people get caught up in trying to make something or make the business fit to the person. That's not how it's done. We have a basic steps to help someone win. And it starts out one way. When someone gets registered, the way that they've seen the presentation, all the way to where they get registered, to moving forward, it's a system. And then when any part of the system is compromised, then the results are going to be compromised. It just is what it is. So I have dealt with the people who said, I'm not interested in talking to anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm scared to talk to people. But the system and the process, if you put them through the process properly and you guide them and you overcome some of those objections and have a real conversation and give them examples, then I truly believe, based on my results that I've had in over a decade of network marketing, that you can move anyone through the process, whether they have one friend or not. It's just a process. How are people going through? You can't cheapen the business. You have to go through the process.
Well, and that's a good segue. I'm glad you're talking because you did like 15 people in the last 7 days, and so that's gangster right there. That's gangster. 15 within the last 7 days. That's pretty gangster. So what would you say the system would be? What are you doing to get people through the system? Because I totally agree. I totally believe, like, you don't go in a classroom and tell a teacher how you learn. Like the teacher's ability teachers should have the ability to adjust to different learning styles, right? But the teacher at the end of the day has a structure of exactly, hey, this is what this is and this is what that is. She's not coming over each one of the children's house to actually, there's no. And so now we got to get them to a point where, okay, all right, this is the system. And this is what we're going to do from when we come in. This is what we're going to do. Boom, 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 boom. And then now there's some additional fat stuff. There's some stuff that we can add to create momentum on the team, which is what I'm, share with you guys a little later. But Shannon, what are you doing from that perspective, far as since you brought it up, and because we on the same page with this, man, because we talk often, and I know, hey man, it's fundamentals. It's really fundamentals. It's nothing complex. It's really touching, getting their why, and moving forward and on to the next one.
Yeah, exactly. If you were to look at the business as a whole, someone being successful, it's a cycle. So if I were to draw it out, it's a cycle, whether it's initial peaking in interest and then them getting on a presentation, to the follow-up, to speaking with the person on the follow-up, setting up a date to get registered, to a getting started right meeting, to the exposure to the products of them putting things in, and then moving to the beginning of the cycle. It does just like that. And if I drew it out, it would be the same. No matter where someone gets in on the process, they got to get on that wheel, because if you register one person wrong, imagine 1,000 people being registered wrong. And I noticed this in my previous businesses, and even with this one, that one time someone got registered, then they started sending out a YouTube video. And I'm like, what video did you see? Because as soon as the other person got registered, then they started to send out YouTube videos. And I'm like, wait, time out. And I had to take 3 or 4 people in this group, because that first leg has almost 30 people in it now. And he should have been a Platinum 600 already, but he made a mistake of not placing his people in 7 days. And that's not my business, it's his. So with that being said, we had to have listen, this is the process. And if you get off of it, here's what's going to happen. Now, my process in terms of getting someone registered, I'm the vitamin before the medicine is needed.
That's good.
Vitamin before the medicine is needed. Just the reality. So as we're getting registered, boom, here we go. Now, of course, they've already shot their goals to me. We talked about that. If not, that would be the time. But getting started right means, hey, listen, I have your 5 goals, okay? Now we're going to make a list of 15 to 20 people to get started. But there should be a conversation about that process. And I need to make sure that that person's head is right in terms of them moving forward. So I can tell, I give people little tests. Let's say someone saw the business and we have a getting started right meeting. And by the time I talk to them, I say, have you spoke to anybody? They go, yeah, I have a bunch of people interested. Well, that was a test for me to see where their personality is. It's always, okay, and this could be a long thing, and I'm not going to make it a long thing, but we are going over, hey, here's your 5 goals. Let's write out a list of names. And I can tell once I said, don't call anybody. Just make a list of 20, 50 people. Now, that next meeting when we get back together, if they only have 5, 10, or if they're hesitant, I know that right there I need to stop and talk about that one point. I need to figure out why they don't want to build a larger list. Okay, is it that they're afraid to talk to people because they feel like this is just like everything else, I'm selling people on it, because they may not know what to say or how it is. But if I draw out the process for them, this is exactly what's going to happen as we talk to your people. I'm not going to call them, oh, I thought you were going to try to call my people. Oh, man, that's okay, that's a different story. Because automatically, we think we're in someone's head. We don't know what their perspective is. We have to think like the new person. The new person might think, man, this guy's going to call my people and, I got to go talk to everybody. No. So once I see that they didn't put a bunch of people on their list, if you don't put more than 5 people on your list, more than 5 people, if you have social media, or even if you're older, because the majority of people are older on social media, then there's a belief issue and you should not move forward until it's corrected. Just
I
should.
agree.
And
Absolutely.
so now we're having a conversation on, okay, talk to me. What's your thoughts? Let's talk about the process. Okay, when we're talking to some people, are you better on the phone or maybe a text message? And I get that out the way. Then I give them a very easy script to text or to call. And I said, after this process, you're going to get them on a webinar and let me do all the work so that I can help you build the business. And don't worry about it. As I'm moving forward, you're in business by yourself, for yourself, but not by yourself. I'm going to help you every step of the way. And 9.9% of the people who had a small list, they move forward and they bring a few people to the table. So it's you gotta teach past the moment and be the vitamin, before people are like scared to talk to people. And then when they see how you do it, they're so relieved and they want to move forward.
Absolutely. That's why it is so important to be personally developed. Every single day, guys, let's commit to at least 15 to 30 minutes. 15 minutes is really small, but 30 minutes at least, guys, of personal development where we're listening to something. I don't care what it is, but it need to be empowering. It need to be self-developed, meaning that you are actually getting something out of it. It's actually building you up. And it need to be going towards your goals. If it's spiritual, you don't need nobody hollering at you where you don't understand. I'm not talking anything. I'm not throwing any shade. It need to be someone who understands, who's speaking from an empowerment perspective, right? Not from an emotional perspective, but something that, and I'm saying it because it is so important, right? And that's going to get you there and getting that why, right? So we established that. We established identifying, if you hadn't already, make sure you send your sponsor, your upline, your why, the 5 reasons why this business, what you want to achieve, right? Your goals, right? And then you want to get a list, guys. Even if you just want 2 people, guys, make a list of at least 50 people, When people come into the business, they need to go through those first 3 processes, guys. They need, well, I don't really want to count personal development because that's a daily task. That's not getting started. That's something that I'm just saying in addition to that everybody needs to do. Everybody needs to be personally developed. Everybody should, 30 minutes a day at least, right? Meditation, all that stuff. That's not a step. That is a procedure. All right. And so the first step, of course, is to make sure everybody knows, okay, this is my 5 whys. Second step, you have to now make sure that you get your whys, get your list, right? Well, first of all, second, you want to make sure that you go into your back office, right? Before you do, because as soon as you sign up, you want to be able to log into your back office. You want to go into, make sure that you go into the introduction and different things, kind of do a tour of your business, if you would. If you don't log in your business at least once a day, well, let me say it like this. You checking in on your business, if you just think how many times a week you check in on your business will determine the level of success you probably will have, right? Meaning that, okay, if you are you trying to be a trader and you never go into your back office, all right, that's self-observation right there. That was a moment for self-observation. Hey, I hadn't been on it in 2 weeks, but you just want to trade. Okay, all right. That means you ain't been on the harmonic scanner. You ain't been on none of that stuff, right? Exactly. So you telling on yourself, but it's okay because I go on there all the time because I'm always checking the tools. The tools is your friend, right? The pip's your friend, but the tools are your friend. So you want to get that list, guys. Let's make sure that we get our list because I'm telling you, even if you're not recruiting, when you learn, you have people right there. Okay, you get your first 2, but you have the people already in mind that you can go off of. And I'm telling you, your list continues to now grow. Guys, you don't have to work that hard because when it's time for you to say, hey, I'm going to put an hour in just because we should not be doing training like 3 hours a day unless, again, some breeds are different, right? But you should not spend more than 90 minutes a day on training per day, unless you, because I don't want you to be overwhelmed. Because people who never know anything, and I've already had the response, and I'm really using this call to kind of help some of you guys balance the masses. Some people can handle it and they understand, they digesting it, right? But then some people, it's too much because they never heard of what a pip is. They never even seen a doggone candlestick. And they like, oh my God. And they get intimidated and they run. And I had one person I had to call up and say, wait, but you did the whole IML training in a whole day. There's no way you could not have learned anything because you got to go through the basic stop. You got to go through 4 module basic stop and maybe go through a couple of those things again so you can really understand, because the divine comprehension of repeating at will is true understanding, right? And so that's what you got to get, right? So get your list, check it twice, right? Find out who's not in. No. So anybody got any questions on that? Any comments, any questions on that?
Last thing I want to say is please use examples of other people if you do have them, or ask your person who is mentoring you. Using feel, felt, found really works. So when someone says, well, I'm not a people person, I don't like talking to people, I say, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. And if you did, you did. If you do have an example, use the example. But here's what I found. And then you go through the scenario. But the reality is that a lot of people are working jobs they don't want to. They're doing things that they don't want to. So you got to get past the excuses and make sure you're helping someone grow, because that's what this is all about, at the end of the day. So
then you want to make sure that you spend your first week, like I said, doing that training, right? Get your list first, and because you should be able to get a 50 name list in about 30 minutes. Because a name take about 10 seconds to write. Go through your Facebook, right? Go through your cell phone, knock that out. That's 30, 40 minutes, right? And you ain't got to you could just build on that as it goes, right? Then you want to go in your IML Academy, start your training, IML, spend that first week and getting through that IML Academy. Again, you only spending an hour and a half a day. So guess what? Boom. Now we're pointing people to webinars that we have. You don't want to just start a business. You don't want people to come into business and just start telling people. Like, look, you want people to come in, get their list, wait until it's time for them to launch their business. Don't just be randomly. You want to launch your business, and then that way you're getting everybody on one platform and then going from there, right? Whatever stage that is for you, right? You get that list, you start your IML Academy, right? And then guess what? You open up that demo account. Guys, open up your demo account. If you hadn't already started, get that demo account open. It ain't your money. It ain't your money. Get that demo account started and get it started right away, because I'm telling you, that is going to help you identify your emotions, help you identify your decision, your thought process prior to you actually trading real money. The sooner you get your demo started, the sooner you'll be able to go into your real account. So guys, after your first week of doing training with your IML Academy, you want to start your demo account, guys. You want to get that demo, and we using jfx.com. The training is in the back office. You want to be able to start that again. Once you and start with like $50,000, all right, initially, right? And then as you narrow it down, you can start another one for the amount that you want to put in your account, right? Because really the $50,000 one is for you to make all your mistakes and kind of learn as they training you and all that other stuff, get the hands on. And then guess what? You can do another one for, $300, for, $5,000 or something like that, whatever. And then you can kind of go from there. But guys, don't get frustrated on the losses in a demo account. It's a demo account. However, get excited for the wins, but don't get discouraged for the losses. Use the losses, because in this, you don't ever lose. You either win or you learn, because it's demo. You either win or you learn. You don't win and lose. Why are you losing sleep? Why you want to quit off of a demo loss? Hello? So again, that's some of the things you want to make sure you manage. And so here's another piece, guys. especially for those who want to build, especially for those, you get that list. Okay, if you want to trade, cool. If people explicitly tell me, hey, I just want to trade, I'm good. The monthly doesn't bother me. Trust me, I'll let you go, right? However, if you say you just want to trade, but I don't know about this monthly, as your coach, I'm going to get you to launch your business, because if the monthly is an issue and you got your head down training and you get that notification and you like, man, I can't enter my account no more. You can't, because priority based off of your situation, you need to knock out that monthly. I know what you say you don't want to do because of fear, right? But I also know what you need because you can't handle certain situations, right? And again, I'm saying it with all respect. Not saying you can't handle certain situations, but right now you don't need that extra subscription. So once that's done, guys, now guess what? We need to launch our business. We need to get a date. All right. Hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get a webinar and we're going to launch our business. We're actually going to do this. And we need to make sure that we doing this, have a private launch. And I'm telling you, it works. Even if you texting, you can invite people through texting. You can invite people through picking up the phone. But guys, here is so powerful. And I'm telling you, it absolutely works because it is what it is. I'll let Shannon explain. Tell them the script. You don't have to go into the bigger picture, but just kind of tell them that script on exactly when someone pick up the phone or when somebody texts. Exactly, guys, this works. Hear what I'm saying? This works. I tried it immediately after the discussion Shannon and I had. Look, and here is what leaders do. Leaders have the ability to be able to now take the meat, throw away the bones from other people that makes them a greater leader. So I'm always teachable, even as the person who sponsors Shannon, even the person who Shannon's going to sponsor, that he takes the meat from them. There's no core of it. So Shannon, I need you to tell them the script that you're using, because guys, that thing is working. I want you guys to make sure you write this down, because if you want to know what to say to someone, but don't say it until you're launching or you're ready to do this thing, and really do it the right way. So Vanessa said, can we get a copy of the script? Are you driving? Because you can write it down real quick, or we could try to get you a copy, but we'll definitely try to get you. But Shannon, real quick, can you tell them exactly what you say, and it definitely in a good manner. Thanks, guy.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, so there's a little bit of psychology to the call or the text that I utilize, because there's so much out there, so much junk, and a lot of people inviting people to a lot of different things. I am all about telling people the whole entire thing of what we're doing. You know what you're doing so that you're confident, right? And so when someone's making a call, they have to be in the mindset of being in a hurry. And so when they call, let's say I'm calling Ron. Ron picks up the phone. I go, Ron, hey, what's up? How are you? Good. Hey, man, what's up? Hey, listen, I don't have much time. I'm going to slow down so you guys can hear it. I don't have much time, but I'm glad I got a hold of you. What are you doing Friday night? One person goes, or Ron goes, Friday night, nothing. Why, what's up? Great. A good friend of mine who's heavy into investing, is going to walk me through how to make money in the foreign exchange market, including cryptocurrency. He said I can invite a few people on, and I thought of you. I'll send you the link when I confirm with you that day. I'll also have them maybe add a little extra touch and say, hey, listen, make sure you're ready to take notes, and then you're done, okay? So let me repeat it. Ron, hey, what's up? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh, man, how you been?
Man, I've been doing good, man. What's going on with you?
Hey, man, relaxing. Hey, listen, I don't have much time, but I'm glad I got a hold of you. What are you doing Saturday night at 8 o'clock?
Saturday, I don't know. I think I'm available. What you got, man? What's going on?
Listen, a good friend of mine, heavy into investing. He said he's going to walk me through how to make money in the foreign exchange market, including cryptocurrency. Okay, so he said I can invite a few people. I thought of you. And so I will text you the link, and when I confirm with you that day, make sure you're ready to take notes.
Okay, cool.
All right. So here's the psychology behind that message. Number one, you ask them how they're doing, whatever, and you don't want to get into a big conversation. That's why you say, hey, listen, I don't have much time. On the back end, when someone goes Forex, crypto, okay, well, look, and they're going to ask you details. You're brand new. And what I tell people is this: I don't want you answering questions, because you're not going to be able to answer questions like I can. Leave it all to me. Leave the heavy lifting to me. We're in business together. And so I tell them, listen, say that. I'm in a hurry, don't have much time, but I'm glad I got a hold of you, because people like to hear their names and hear that their ego is being stroked. The minute that you look at a picture from school, a graduation picture, a class picture, the first person you look for is you. That's it. So by saying, okay, listen, great friend, like, well, you got to clear the schedule. Because if you go, hey, man, I got a meeting and doing a Forex and da-da-da, they'd be like, yeah, I'm busy. Nope. Clear their schedule first. They have no clue what you're talking about. So you go, hey, what are you doing Saturday night at 8 o'clock? Oh, not doing anything. Or if it's not important, like, oh, a couple of guys getting together, hey, listen, can you cancel it? Why? And you want to make sure you have that inflection in your voice, that serious tone, so that they know, hey, listen, this is really a serious deal. So now when you clear their calendar, okay, you're busy? Great. A good friend of mine who's heavy into investing is going to be walking me through how to make money in the foreign exchange market, how to multiply my money in the foreign exchange market, including cryptocurrencies. He said I can invite a few people on, so you create scarcity. I can invite a few people on, and I thought of you. Now you're complimenting them again, right? So I will send you the link when I confirm with you. Now they know you're going to reach out to them. And they know they're not going to get the information until you confirm with them. Oh, give me the information, I'll log in. No. The link is generated every time. And then when you follow up with them, say, hey, listen, here's the link, whatever, I want to make sure you're good to go. Well, I'll make sure you're good to go, and you send them the link and confirm with them. Make sure that you're ready to take notes. That whole conversation piece might sound simple, but there's a lot of technical things inside of it to not only get yourself out of a long conversation, compliment the person that you're talking about, create scarcity, and build up a big event to someone in their mind. And you cannot mention cryptocurrency or investing anywhere right now without people being extremely excited about it. The text message goes the same way, except you're not saying, hey, I don't have time, da-da-da. It literally is, hey, listen, man, what you doing at 8 o'clock? Now your opening could be whatever. What are you doing tomorrow at 8 o'clock? Nothing, why, what's up? Then you send them the text, hey, good friend of mine, heavy in investing. He's gonna be going through how to multiply money in the foreign exchange market, including cryptocurrency. I thought of you, so I'll send you the link to confirm with you. And that's it. And if they go to ask you questions, say, hey, listen, I'm new to this, but I know what's happening in the markets. And that's it. You shut your mouth, you don't sell, you don't need to do anything else like that. And then once they get on the call, please help your mentor by identifying who's going to be on the call, look at who's going to be on the Zoom, and make sure you text them and say, hey, listen, this person is on. And that'll help the person out, especially when these Zooms are starting to get to so many numbers. It helps out. But it works, trust me. And I got all kinds of people screenshotting me, and people who don't want to talk to people who can easily send out a text message. It works. It works. So,
it works.
That's it, big guy.
Here's, man, amazing job. Dan went a little further and typed exactly what he said in the chat. So you can also copy and paste the script that Shannon just went over. Dan just actually typed it up. Thanks, Dan. But you want to copy it anyway and just put it in your cell phone or something in addition to what you already have.
One more thing, guys. I didn't make that up just out of thin air. That's the same script I've been using since I was 21 through all the network marketing companies and all that stuff that I've been in. So this is over 10 years of science, okay? Not brand new, okay?
And here's the deal. Like, this is just a high-tech game of follow the leader. Like, literally don't do anything outside of the script that works, the stuff that works. Like some people like, man, I don't know if that actually works. Well, I'm telling you it works. I had a young lady I was coaching do real estate investing, and she was like, I said, hey, here's the postcards I send out to people in distressed properties. I said, here's exactly what I send out. And then she's like, and then I found out a month later she wasn't using my script. And she was like, I'm not getting any type of responses. And she said, I said, did you use my script? She said, well, yours kind of seemed wordy. I just didn't want to say. I said, okay, all right. I said, well, I just picked up two more properties with the same script. She said, huh? I said, no. As a matter of fact, don't use my script because I thought you were using what I gave you, but you said it was too wordy. No. Right now, we're submitting to the fact that it already works, right? And so that's how success happens when we now follow what success does. So let's make sure that we maximize that, guys. And so here's, in addition to launching your business, getting your 2 and free, setting your goals. Again, we know 3 people is 150, platinum 150. This is just a building conversation from that perspective, because I'm also kind of talk real quick on understanding the products, right? Understanding the products. Matter of fact, let me just go there now. But this is in addition to, right? Because there is also a way to understand the products, right? And pick a product and stick to that product, right? In other words, if you're going to do the swipe trades, learn the swipe trades. Learn the swipe trades, and really get the swipe trades. Understand it, meaning that you understand, okay, this is a 4-hour they're telling you to look at. All right, this is, okay, read the notes at the bottom of the swipe trades. All right, understand exactly what you're doing in the swipe trades. Pick one investor in the swipe trades, maybe 2, but don't take every swipe that come through. All right, if it's a 4-hour chart and they say that it's a sell limit, look and see exactly how long it looks before it's going to hit that particular entry point. And guess what? See if you can scalp some money out of that.
Come on.
I started, and Shane, she could tell you, that's how I started with swipe trades. All I did was swipe trades. All I did was swipe trades when I started, because that's what was attractive when I first came in. I said, well, let me learn this. And they were doing a whole bunch of sell and buy limits. And you know, that means it got to go up. If it's a buy, it got to go down to go up. And if it's a sell limit, it got to hit the entry point to come down. And so guess what? I'm like, okay, if it's going to hit this entry point, let me take some money on the way up, just in case it don't hit the entry. I still made some money off of somebody else's, understanding or research. I was making money, right? I was making money off of that. I said, oh, that works. So now watch this. I understand the notes. I understand which trader is a little bit more aggressive, which one is a little bit off, right? It may have a higher risk rate. So I follow 2, right? There's 2 that I follow, but learn exactly what it is that you're doing. Then Dan came in, and Dan, his first 2 hours, he got 120 pips off of a harmonic scanner. I said, okay, I understand swipe trades. Now let me go to harmonic scanner. So now I'm at a point where I really understand swipe trades. I really understand harmonic scanner, because all I've been focused on is harmonic scanner. I already know swipe trades. And guess what? Now I'm now understanding Web Analyzer. Now the power of this is being able to be great in all of them, but you can't learn all of them at the same time. Understand what I just said? You're being great at all of them doesn't mean you're trying to learn them all at the same time. I'm being great in this first, then I'm being great in this first. When I say great, I mean I'm getting results in this tool first, because now harmonic scan, I have my strategy. I know there's a 2-candle verification with that harmonic scanner. I'm not just jumping in, but if I see it set up, guess what? I'm looking for 2 candles, and then boom, I know my rules, right? That harmonic scanner is bad. That joint is serious. That joint is the will of God. Let me just go on and go there. That demonic scanner is great. Then I get, okay, the web analyzer, while it's still free. I said, well, let me go ahead and grab the last 2 weeks of it and really understand this before they, put a price on it. So I said, okay. And then I said, Dan, check this out. Dan been hitting and I've been hitting. And I said, okay, of course, that's frequency trading, right? That's when you ain't got nothing else to do and the TV just kind of look and you can just go and just have it up on the screen and just wait for the ching-chings, right? And you actually know, okay, this is, it's saying do this, I'm going to take this one, but okay, all right, but I am going to take this one, right? This is tools. I just want to give you guys that. And if a tool is not working, turn around and ask somebody for a flashlight. Y'all catch that, if y'all was here for the first half. Turn around and ask somebody for help. That's all I'm saying. So ask somebody for help. Don't have silent frustrations. I do not recommend you have people come in learning, go through IML Academy and then trying to chart trade themselves.
Right.
Do not, I know, I'm telling you, I done pulled some people off the ledge a few times. I know you think you smart, but look, the smartest, that thing done okie doke. Use the tools. The tools got a system algorithm already set up. Then as you grow up, you kind of know, okay, cool. Because I'm telling you, don't, because you're going to lose some people if you try to get them to understand charting first and then have them chart on their own. No, have everyone depend on a particular tool and then hold them accountable to it. Does that make sense? Because the tools rules. The tool is what makes them, that's the advantage of being a part of IML. And then the tools also will help them learn how to eventually do it on their own. But that's not the goal because we like that leverage, right? And so I want you guys to kind of see that. That's just kind of a little piece on learning the tools. And then this last part, and then I'm done, guys. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, all right. And I'm done after this. Here is where we're going to play team because I'm telling you this work. And if you join, I don't know, because I got it recorded. So some people are going to see this. If you join because of this, I thank you. But you are a testament of why and how I know this works. This is what I call team and momentum. The reason why, and I talk to people who are successful. I talk to David Imonitie. I talk to the Tad Thompsons. I talk to the cats who's making $25,000 a month. I can't wait to talk. I know exactly what you'll take. I mean, I just know. So volume, this company is about volume. You can have somebody in your 30th leg come in and explode your whole organization. And you like, what just happened? But I received, right? Your check now done tripled, right? And you got regular people that's ranking up like crazy because they have a team synergy, right? And this is what you got to do. So once you launch your business and you're now in just consistent list building, you're consistent with just touching people every single day. You got to go and say, hey, I'm going to touch this many people or just say hi or whatever, or just want people to just see exactly what we're doing. Matter of fact, Jessica did that as well. She's pretty good. She added a few people to the group me before they even actually locked arms. And she was the only one allowed to do that. I was like, God, no. But I kind of feel, I know Jessica, she grown. So I said, all right, Jessica, you can add them. And they most all of them joined because they were seeing what we were posting. They were just seeing that the support was there, right? Because people don't just join, they join people that they know they will get support from. Mm-hmm. Because they may be like, okay, I know it's working for her. I know it's working for him. Ron, but will it work for me, right? That's what the synergy does. And so here's what I did. There's a group here, and it works because some of you guys have joined off of this because I created content in this group with success stories after success stories after success stories. And what happened is when I tell someone about it and they say, oh, okay, yeah. Matter of fact, I was looking at that. Show me more. I send them the information. Guess what? If I didn't get them back on the call, or if they kind of, not picking up or something like that, I'm not offended that I add them. They'll let me add them to this group, because you don't know what people's life is, right? So I don't get upset, right? Because it's just another situation, and I'll get a hold of them sooner than later, right? I had a gentleman who just said that he ain't never leaving his company, about 2 months ago, and he just hit me up, who was in this group 3 days ago, talking about he looking at other people. Lives change. Don't get offended. Now you don't want to talk to. Oh, they no. Here is an environment, guys. I got this name. It's called Cash Flow Quadrant. At any time, we could change it if you guys. But I like that name because we're teaching people how to go from left to right. Right. It's already over 1,100 people in this group. Right. And so I currently have a video here, right, where I just did a quick intro. And in the intro, I'm not sure if you guys saw this video right here. I just connected my intro to this 8-minute video. It's a powerful video. Dan showed me this video, and he really actually shows examples of the actual products, and he do it in 8 minutes. I was like, God, that was a good thing. So he did, and one of the guys who just hit Chairman 25 told me he used this video. I said, all right, well, because he does, he does a lot of things on social media, and social media for people who want quick information. And so this white gentleman right here, he did the whole presentation in 8 minutes, showing information, showing the IML Academy, showing the swipe trade. And I said, oh, that's cool. So what happens is, guess what? We come in now, watch this, especially for people who we done launched the business, but you're still kind of nervous, but you got all these friends on Facebook. You just go to your Facebook page. You got so many friends that you don't talk to, that you don't have a number, that you may not want to just pick up, but you can inbox them, right? Hey, how you doing? All right, cool. You can use the script that we just went over. Guess what? Matter of fact, I got something I want to show you, right? You can add them to this group, right? And guess what? You can welcome them to the group. And then guess what? Make them feel, and then we all communicate, welcome, congratulate, whatever. And then guess what? This is what Mark Sterling was talking about. But here's the key though. It's good because there's already 1,100 people in this. So people, when they join, they're like, oh man, a lot of people is checking this zone out, right? So it looks bigger than it already is. Although those 1,100 people they just following me. They following what's going on here. They kind of they like, all right, cool. Let me just kind of stay abreast of what you got going on, right? However, I'm opening the floodgates to you guys so you guys can now participate into the movement, because I've been putting only IML content in here. You would now add them to the group. Here's what I forgot to say to you guys before. So basically you would say something like this, but here's what you don't do. You don't add a bunch of names at one time in one comment. Like you don't tag 10 people in one comment, because it just looks like you're not talking specifically to one person. And I don't know about you, but I ignore those stuff. Don't tag me with a bunch of people. That's just, now if you tag me and say, hey Ron, check this out, then okay, I'll look at the video, right? And so, but you go down here, guys, and you'll see all kind of stuff. I got the Dr. Spiller video with his testimonies in there. I got the other testimonials that the gentleman, Mr. Michael, the guy who did that phenomenal training on social media, I got that technique from him. But guys, this works, right? This works. And this is where we can also kind of keep people contained in an environment where, guess what? They may not feel it today, but guess what? Next month might change. Right. And so I'll give everybody the link for this. But it's real simple. Facebook.com/groups/mission 10K. All right. And so you guys look through it. You guys add success stories to it. right? And then guess what? Here's the powerful piece about it, that you don't have to be all over the place on your Facebook page and all over the place. Now we're containing this thing, and now guess what? All you gotta do is just create a little. You can just create a buzz on your Facebook page, and guess what? Now you actively do. This is how you use social media without having everybody seeing you as, oh, he just always talking about network marketing, or he always just talking about this one thing, right? Because you shouldn't just be so one-dimensional on your main page. You should be diverse, right? But in this group, now you're into an environment where, man, everybody keep talking about they turn $80 into $800 and all this stuff going on here. And man, people posting trades. And now I ain't got to be, I don't have to, even in this group, I don't even have to, you know, of course we can put the disclaimers there, right? But you know, we maximizing this thing to a whole nother degree. So I want you guys to kind of tap into that, and let's just really play team on this thing, because the energy that you create for someone else is the energy that someone would create for you. And now you'll see people like, man, all of these people, they're actually having, man, they're doing this thing, right? And so check it out, plug in, telling you it works. I already got the juice in there. You guys help add, you know, your juice as well. Vanessa, I just approved you and stuff. And all my leaders have administrative access. If you're 600 above or 150 above, it doesn't matter. But you know, if you're in recruit mode, you'll have access to it. What's up, Dan?
Hey, you know, I wanted to just say something prior to us actually leaving, because all the information that you gave was great. Everything that Shannon said was great. You know what I mean? So the only thing that we now have to do is go out and apply this information. The script is there for you. So the only thing that you need to now go out and do is actually apply it. But in order to be able to apply this thing, you have to have the right mentality, right? You have to take some things that you're currently holding on to and let that stuff die off, so that now you can go ahead and move on with a posture that this is your business. Because a lot of people are ashamed of what they do, so they don't want to tell anyone. If you are ashamed of what you do and you do not tell anyone, this business cannot grow. The reason why Christopher Terry created this business wasn't so that someone can join for $195 and then quit the same month, right? He didn't join so all of the success stories that you're hearing about someone taking $5,000 and turn it into $100,000, that's not what he created this business for a get-rich-quick scheme. He created the business so that people can use proper risk management to learn how to trade. You got what I'm saying? So you have to have the backbone of when you're talking to someone about the opportunity, that this is your business. You own this thing. You know what I mean? Become a part of the train or become a part of the railroad tracks. And people don't have that. They don't have that mentality when they're actually sharing the business. They're shy about it. Well, you guys are leaders. You can't be shy about what you do. You know what I mean? You want to be a secret agent. You can't be a secret agent about this business. You got to tell every single person about what it is that you're doing and how excited it is you are about what you're doing. I'm telling you, I'm seeing every single day lives being changed with this opportunity, right? And people are like, you know, I heard what you said, Ron, about someone wanting to quit. Listen, guys, you will never lose if you never quit. You will never lose if you never quit, if you keep on going. Look, I just saw the greatest quarterback of our time win a game. Why? Not because he didn't give up. I'm talking about these guys were down. They weren't winning at all. But he kept pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing. And I'm telling you guys, I want you to believe in this opportunity so much that you don't even want to take a look at another opportunity. Shut all those other business opportunities off. And let me tell you something. This is it. What I mean by that, what I mean by this is it, I mean is there's nothing else. That this is it. Don't go around trying to hear about nobody else doing something else. Don't care about it. You need to focus on what it is that you're working on and not what everyone else is doing. This business is about you and reaching your goals, but you can't do that with a diversified mentality. You have to be so focused, so locked on, like a hungry dog on the back of a truck, you know, trying to get some, you know, trying to get some meat, trying to get something to eat, that you are so hungry about this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry. I'm fired up about what it is that I do. I am not ashamed of what I do. I love what I do. Guys, do not be ashamed of network marketing. Do not be ashamed of cryptocurrency. Do not be ashamed of Forex. Why? Because this industry is creating millionaires every single day. It's retiring people from their job every single day. It's happening. And if it can happen for other people, it can happen for you.
Boy,
that's it, man.
Yeah, boy. Hey,
woo! I just got registered again. Woo! Woo! Man.
Hey, Doc. Doc, did you just close the offering? Doc, did you just?
That's the pay.
That you funny. Hey, Doc, that was it. So, hey, I'm good here. Anybody got any questions at this point? Any questions before we close up? Any questions at all about anything that was shared? I really enjoyed this information that was given, you know, on both sides of the spectrum. Hopefully, you guys really see this as a business and not see this as some type of just something to do. You know, this is not just something to do. This is a business, and when you treat it like a business, I promise you, hear me, I promise you it will pay you like a business. So thank you guys so much. Anybody got any questions, comments, or you know, any type of questions, anything? Going once.
Guys, I'm excited that I finally went through basic 4 training videos.
Hey man, congratulations, Elijah. You went through all 4 of your basic training in IML Academy, man. I know you're a truck driver, man, so I know, you know, getting that done, man, you know, but you stuck it out. Now it's time to get that demo open, man. Let's make it do what it do, man. Congratulations again, sir.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Vanessa said, yes. She said, thank you. This was excellent. So I appreciate you. I don't know why you keep typing. You don't want us to hear your voice, Vanessa? What's up with that? Don't be around here, keep typing. You know, I call you out. You know, don't be, I'm just messing with you. So guys, thank you guys so much. And if you guys all hearts, mind clear. Oh, she's at work. Okay, cool beans. Sorry about that. You guys have a good evening. Good night. Any questions, just let me know. Holler at me. You guys know how to get a hold of me. All right. If you need access to that Facebook account, let me know. Matter of fact, I'm add all of you guys anyway, if you guys are not already a part. So take care.